my mom was a teacher, so I always kind of really enjoyed her enthusiasm for it. She'd always come home with something positive to say. She would always have, something that made her day better by going to work, which I always felt like, if you're going to be an adult and you want to show up to work, you want something to make your day better. Current events. Current events are a big deal for me. So every day we're going to talk about a current event. And if that lasts 10 minutes, that lasts 10 minutes. If that lasts 30 minutes, that lasts 30 minutes. And then you kind of go into the curriculum that you have to cover.
Korea, right? Yes. Transgender military ban. We still need to talk about Charlottesville, right? And some other stuff. Did we get to healthcare? Healthcare. Let's start with healthcare.
It's a grind. It really is a grind. And to have the expectation on yourself that you're going to engage every single kid for every minute of that class is unrealistic. But at the same time, you can, get them to pay attention at some level. Maybe it's humor, maybe it's fear, whatever you can do to get their attention. Making it very personally relatable to them. Like as you're talking about something, say, hey, little Johnny, this is about you. Or, you have to just keep it interesting. You have to keep it fresh, I guess, which in our world, I think is one of our biggest challenges. And so it's like I said, it's a constant struggle to keep it interesting. But my focus is always, always, always on why is it important for us to learn this today? So I try to do that every day.
Right? And then it can reach Denver. Oh. What if that blast radius is like South Springs and you're like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. That's not me. I'm fine. Right? Says it can reach Chicago. Oh, now we start perking up, right? Then new report says it can reach New York City and Washington, D.C. Uh-oh. Now we got problems, right? Then the active threat says they're going to send something to Guam, which is an American territory, right? So now we have a problem.
We live in a world where you can state your opinion wherever you want. And I think it's important that kids share those opinions face to face. And then it reiterates the skill that they have to justify their opinion. They have to say why. They have to give some sort of framing to it. And all at the same time, it's developing all those communication skills, those life skills that they may need outside of the class that really could help them someday. And I think that's why I open it up to discussion. Oftentimes, the kids will have something to say that I may not have considered, or I may not have forgotten, or I didn't see it that way. And you have to give kids a lot of credit today that they're engaged with the world, they're conscious of the world, they're thinking about the world, and to include them into that just makes for a much better learning environment. I mean, the simple answer is the kids. That's why you do what you do. I mean, because of them. I think the most rewarding part is when you see them come back, right? And you always see it. We see this phenomenon with seniors. So seniors, they're seniors and they want to get out of here so fast. And then you go check in their computers and you say they're done. You can't get them out of here. Because they want to stay, they want to talk, they want to tell you stories, they want to reminisce, they want to do that. And then when you see them a couple years, you see them when they're 21, you see them when they're 22, they're doing things, they're getting married, they're succeeding, right? So there's some intrinsic value in that as a teacher.